Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mariner of Spirit. I'm Greg. I'm your host, and tonight, once again, we have a 1 in a million show. And this is 1 in a million because this is a friend of mine, a Marine, a person that's been through hell and back. So before I bring him on, I'm going to go ahead and go through a few things, and then we'll go ahead and bring him on. And you guys, it's going to be a good show. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and mention the people that I support. And those people are Potographs with Tim Miley and his wife Lauren, who do fundraisers for Potographs. And Potographs is an organization that Tim founded when he lost his pup, and he was having issues with carrying on, and decided that it was a good thing to. He had a picture of himself and his pup, and he decided to go ahead and make a bunch of copies, and he took it to a Paracon, and he started it right then and there, and put a jar out and started collecting money for animal shelters and taking care of all the pups and that kind of thing. So, and Lauren's on it now, and they're doing a great job. And now it's, if you get the opportunity, he's got fundraisers that he has, and it's called Potographs, and he has speakers, and he goes around to different haunted locations, and he'll have like 4 or 5 really great speakers at each one. And if you get an opportunity to get a ticket, go ahead and do it, because he's got one coming up, I think up in Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. But it's great, and he's a great guy, and it's just great to have him as somebody that I'm able to support. The second one is PKC, Paranormal Kicks Cancer, with Chris Gaskowski and Alex Wilkinson. And then they're from down in the state of Florida. And they do basically the same thing. They do fundraisers for people for their charity, which happens to be cancer research. And they've been doing this for quite some time too. I had the opportunity to meet them at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital via the show, and this was about maybe 5 years ago now. And I immediately, they had such a great idea, and it was something that, you know, they would go ahead and they would be the lead the investigators at the locations, and help the investigators and the new people along with figuring out the equipment and how to use it and things like that. So they're very knowledgeable. They've been around for a while, and once again, they're great people. And if you get the opportunity to run into them, please shout out. So that's that. And then the other part that I bring up is I always bring up the authors that I promote. And it's Bruce Holliday, Tobias Wayland, Adam Benedict, Kathy Kressel, Barnaby Jones, Sherilyn Cotter, Dr. Heatherly Langdon, Lynn Monet, Ron Iacovetti, Victoria Munday, Tony Rathman, Natalie Jones, Patty Negri, Sylvia Schultz, Amelia Cotter, Rex Nielsen, David Sloan, Christina Bloom, D.A. Weissong, Joseph Hallett, and Dr. Rebecca Foster. So without further ado, I want to bring my guest in, and once again, he's a Marine, so he'll be fine. He's perfectly fine. There you see he's got that look on him like, well, hey. Welcome, Brandon. It's welcome. Thank you for being here.
Oh, well, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been. It's been over a year. I think it's been over a year.
It's kind of weird.
And you've been doing.
It's kind of nice being back on the network that I started.
Yep. You have been doing quite a bit since I last saw you. And if you want to start out with the Sacred Mountain or whatever you want to start out with and work your way this way.
Yeah.
How about that? And let everybody know exactly what you've done in the last year and if you've had any off time, which I don't think you've had.
What is off time? So my biggest project is the nonprofit that I help run called Veteran Voice Radio. So what we do is we play nothing but veterans and their dependents that are not signed by their record labels. We've got a country station and we kind of have a rock station where I'm working on that one. But check us out at www.veteranvoiceradio.com. If you want to listen to the country station, it's Simplified Country. And you can listen for free. I mean, everything's free. So
check that button again. I just sort of lost you there for a minute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine now.
Okay.
You just sort of faded out.
That's what happened.
So we're talking about the radio station.
Oh yeah, so check that out. It's all free. I'm an officer with the local American Legion now. I just had state level meetings the other day down in our capital here in South Carolina. I help with the homeless veterans, and I do a lot of stuff that I don't talk about. So yeah, I stay busy.
So how do you, with the homeless veterans, how are you involved with that? Can you talk about that?
I mean, yeah. I get phone calls. I guess I would, the easiest way is I subcontract with some of these larger veteran nonprofits that are around here. Like the CEO of the largest veteran nonprofit here in the Southeast used to technically work for me when he was a captain in the Marine Corps. So, that kind of goes way back. So I help him a lot. But also, like if they have substance abuse, I'm extremely familiar with substance abuse. So 9 times out of 10, I can talk them into rehab better than somebody else. So I'll get them, drive them to rehab or, whatever they need.
we're all sort of just absolutely twins when it comes to stuff like that, because I did the same thing when I came out, and that was a long time ago. So I've been sober for quite some time. So and
I just hit 4 years, so yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty good.
but 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 you still got today. That's about all you got. So you got to keep everything in perspective, as we all know, and keep it
Well,
keep it running hand in hand, and take care of
I'm
whoever you
lucky.
can, and keep your ass busy.
I'm lucky that I knew that I had 4 years. Somebody asked the other day, and I had to look it up because I haven't thought about it because I'm just thinking about today. So,
I back in the day, I was just all straight alcohol, and I have a 12-step book, 12 steps and 12 traditions, the book that was way back from the day. And in the front cover of it, inside on the first page, I wrote the date of my sobriety. And if it wasn't for that book, it would be the same thing. I wouldn't remember what the date was or anything like that.
I
Because,
have I have
in
that same book.
reality, like we just mentioned, and I have my patient thing that they clamp on your wrist when you go in,
Yep.
and that kind of thing. But what I really, when we talk about the fact that you were a Marine, why don't you go ahead and let everybody know how long you served and where you served? That would be
Uh,
a
yeah.
background for a lot of people if they're
So I went in the Marine Corps in 1999, tail end of 99. I went to boot camp in 2000. I got out in 2007. Um, I didn't do much while I was in, so I kind of got lucky. But I I went overseas and I got out, and here I am.
That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. That's what we wanted to go ahead and see. Now it seems that since Katie got Paranormal Task Force, that we're like brothers with that too, because I've been talking a little bit about it. Katie hasn't talked to me about it yet, so I think he's shelved me. I don't know for sure yet, but once
I'm
I get that squared away, I think.
I'm just grandfathered in. Greg, who had it before KD, was gracious enough to invite me in. So I don't really care what KD says because it doesn't matter because he's not the one that brought me in. It was Greg. So
Right.
yeah. So he's stuck with me.
He's a
Yeah.
great. Greg's a great guy.
I love Greg.
I've known him. I knew him for a bunch of years from down at Robin Terry's. He used to do a fundraiser down there at the oh, Haunted Hour Theater, and it was always the first uh, Paracon of the year, and it was in January. And we used to go down there every year, and every year before you left, you bought your ticket for next year, so nobody else could get in.
Right.
So it was always the same group of people. So PTF was always there, and other people, other groups that were from down in the south or central Illinois, and we were from basically the south side of Chicago when I was with Ghost Research Society. So it was a great time, and it's the kind of times like that you always remember, because Greg, he didn't know me from Adam, and he was nice as pie, and I
Right.
thought that was really remarkable that
Well,
he was,
he's
and they
the
were all like
reason
that.
He's the reason why I got the nickname of the Gnome. It's all because of Greg.
Is it?
Yep.
So did you have to pay him for that, or
Nope. There's
no?
a picture, and I'll find it. It was it was actually the Potosi event that I actually got asked to be part of the team. Well, I came out in like a blue shirt and a red baseball cap or something. And Greg, you know how he talks? He's like, yeah, you look like a fucking gnome. He's like, you look like a gnome. So then it was like, well, we do the event, and then he introduces me as the newest team member, the gnome. So it just spread. It's his fault. Thanks, Greg.
Oh, thanks, Greg.
Mm.
That's awesome. So we've got a lot of different things that have happened. We've got a lot of situations, in the paranormal community, and I'm sure that you're well aware of some of these things that have happened, and the negativity end of it. And I was looking for your insight into it as far as how you view it and what you think about it.
Well, I've been watching, even though I keep a low profile, which is about to change next year, whether I like it or not. But I still hear things, see things. I'm honored to have people call me behind the scenes, and I know I hear a lot. So here's my thoughts: the word para-unity does not exist. There's no such thing as para-unity. We're not all going to get along. So the best thing for you to do is pick the crew that you like to be with and enjoy your time with them and not give a damn what anybody else thinks, because none of us are making a living doing this. So just have fun with it. It's the biggest thing. You don't have to be with a damn team or a TV show or on YouTube. I'll tell you, the most fun that I have is when it's me, KD, Katie, and my wife. Just the team. Just us by ourselves. So I mean,
You don't want to put me in a box and carry me along with you.
Well, we could. I mean, KD could come up with something like take your head off and
find a box big enough.
Oh, you meant the whole body?
No, the God helmet. Just put my head in the God helmet.
Ooh.
And use it that way.
There you go.
I know the way things have been going with not that situation, not the paranormal situation, but in general with what's been going on around the world, and then this Atlas 3-1 or whatever you want to call it. What do you think about that?
I don't know much about it, but I'll tell you what I do know. So 3-Eye Atlas, and the reason why it's called 3-Eye Atlas is because it's the third interstellar object to enter our solar system in known record. And Atlas just means like which monitoring station found it. But what do I think? I think we already know what it is. Well, somebody knows what it is. And, I mean, it could be Project Bluebeam. If you read up on the CIA, they talk about exactly what's happening right now. So could it be, part of Project Bluebeam? Could it be something? I don't know, but I don't believe a word that anybody in the news is saying.
Right. I was just curious on what your thoughts were on that, as far as what the way things are. And I know that that and the solar flares seem to be the big thing that's going on today. And I know that, we have a group on Monday nights, the Psychics Unite group that I do for Scotty, and
Yeah.
it's on Zoom, and you're more than welcome to join or come in whenever you want to, by the way.
Well, thank
You
you.
and Anna both, it would be an honor to have you both on. And it's just people that are in various steps as far as their spirituality is concerned, and
Right.
where they are on their paths, and we do a few really cool things now, and it helps people along. It's just something where that you miss with everything else as far as hunting is concerned for spirit.
Right.
This is for your own heart, and that's why we do it. And Scotty was he honored me with starting that. I don't know how many years ago now it is, but we still do it, and we still have a lot of fun, and we try to go ahead and keep it all together, and everybody, we know that everybody's different. That I think that term of snowflake always applied, that I would go ahead and place it on the people in the room, because everyone's different. And I can't remember who even said that. Some comedian used that they brought up the term snowflake, but I think it had a different meaning when they brought it up.
Probably. I thought that's where you were going with it. And I'm like, wow, somebody let Greg off the leash. But I was like, okay.
Somebody let Greg off the leash. Put him back on. Get that choker collar on him.
Get it back on there.
It's the whole thing about going ahead and hunting, or going ahead and going on investigations and equipment, and all the stuff that like I missed Haygood Mill. Why don't you let everybody know a little bit about Haygood Mill and your involvement there, and exactly what it is and what it's about.
So, Haygood Mill Historic Site, which is in Pickens, South Carolina. Sorry, you caught me eating an apple. Oh, and you can check it out. All you got to do is Haygood Mill Historic Site and Google, it'll bring it up. But we're on 55 acres of historic land. It was the Native American trading post at one point. We have petroglyphs that are on site that, I mean, you can't date rocks, but we're dating probably 12,000, 13,000 years ago that these rock carvings were made. We've got a mill from the 1800s that still works. We have a grist mill. So you get flour and grits straight from the mill. It's still ran by water. We got 3 period cabins that are on there, and it's pretty haunted. I'd say it's pretty active. So I guess I'm the paraprofessional of Haygood Mill, and I'm going to start doing overnights for $75 a person. A minimum 4 people, anyway. But there's also, if you go check the website and look at classes, there's also a friend of mine, Kat. She teaches Ghost Hunting 101, which is a fun little 2-hour adventure. And sometimes we do little 4-hour activities after dark out there. So just check the calendar. It's really fun.
Do they have to bring their own equipment?
Yeah. definitely bring your own equipment because you're not using mine.
I agree. I agree 100% on that. I just had to ask,
Yeah, I mean,
because
anybody who's bought their own equipment, I don't care if you just bought a K2, you're like, no, you can't borrow mine. So
there's a lot of people. I ran in instances where I had a hard time too. But I don't know who Egg is, but Egg's here, Ian's here, Ezriana's here, Barbara Spears here,
hello, Barbara.
and I don't know where the other ones are, but they're probably on the other couple pages. You've been having a hard time lately, and I know that Anna's been under the weather. Is she okay? Okay.
Oh, well, she's been out of work since September. Because she has several autoimmune disorders that she's got and having to get treated. She's not doing well, really. Um, she's probably going to be out of work till at least January, and this is all without pay because something got screwed up with the insurance and the long term, whatever red tape happened, and she got screwed out of any money. So we've been without her income since September, but we got a roof over our head. I love her. She loves me. We hang out together. I mean, we're no worse than we were, but it's a struggle. Like, because now she goes to MUSC down in Charleston, and from where I live, Charleston's about 4 hours. Because now she's having to get the university level treatment. So that back and forth with the gas is killing us. But we're doing the best we can. Once we figure out a treatment for her, she'll be better. So
Is there any way that she could use transportation like what you would have if you were going somewhere? You know what I mean? From a hospital to a hospital or VA, like my VA in North
well, yeah, I
Chicago.
mean,
And if you had to
yeah.
go to Milwaukee,
Now I don't think civilians have anything like that. Because my BA's got it too. Yeah, I could go get on a shuttle and go down to where, yeah. But so we have to, end up going down the night before, which costs a hotel room. But, we want to make sure we're there on time so she can get all the tests. Yeah, it's a blessing because now we got a lot of people looking at it. But,
well, you have if I'll bring it up, the GoFundMe. So if anybody would like to go ahead and help you guys out, they should go to the GoFundMe and I don't have it listed here, but which one is it now? If you give the
it's
title
pinned,
to it.
it's pinned to the top of my Facebook page too, but I'll get it.
Okay. Well, if it's on your Facebook page, they all know how to find that. So, and then we've got two old friends that just came in the room,
Is
and
that Bigfoot in
not
the bunny?
some of these other,
In the bunny?
it's Kristen and Chris. There you go.
Bigfoot in the bunny. And the bunny. Booby. Booby bunny. What?
Booby
I got
Bunny. Well, we weren't gonna say that because
all
that
of that's
would
a
bring up.
big old inside joke. Big old fun inside joke.
They're great people. They've always been. I always bring up the fact that his intro that he has for Dark Horse Paranormal is the best intro I've ever seen as far as
Oh,
Facebook is concerned.
oh yeah.
Without a doubt. It's
Speaking of which, are they doing podcasts again? Are you guys podcasting again? I haven't seen anything.
they're waiting in the wings. They're getting all their ducks in a row. New ammo,
Right.
new weapons. They're getting ready to go out and knock them dead.
Well, I'm looking forward to it
And
because I missed your show.
that's a great thing. And I they, they came on. They were on like 2 weeks ago. They came on, and we started doing this garlic thing a couple years ago, and I did it before that by myself. And what it involved was every year I have a garlic patch, and we dig it up in July, and I usually have my grandsons or whoever happens to be that helps me out. And if any of the big cloves, when we pull them out of the ground, get injured, I take that one clove. Usually it's one or two, so I'll take it and I'll separate the clove right away.
Yeah.
And I just to see how good the garlic is, I'll take a clove and I'll eat it. Well, I think I'm getting a little bit too old to do that, because I'll tell you what, this last one that we just did like 2 weeks ago, it was like Hades. I'm telling you, if you took wasabi by 20, that's what this garlic clove is like. And I swallowed it and everything, he did too. And we were both sitting there like going,
Yeah.
waving and everything else, because it was crazy. But it's dynamite garlic. But it's all gone now.
Anything you grow yourself's gonna be better than the store anyway.
Well, this garlic's phenomenal. Every year I get new stock, and I just got it all in the ground. What, last week or the week before, I think. And I had my grandson come over and help me get it all in. And it's over 100 cloves, so there'll be 100 bulbs.
Oh,
And
nice.
there's 2 varieties this year.
Okay.
Yeah, they come out really nice, and there's some smaller ones. It depends on where they are in the garden. And I've been trying to figure out all that. And you think I know how to do that, since I've only planted garlic now for probably 20 years.
Wow.
I worked with 3 different farms in Wisconsin that's what they do, is they grow garlic. And the people I work with now are just phenomenal. And I keep on, I can go ahead and call them last minute and say, hey, I need some of these.
Right.
And they always have some in reserve. And I'll have to go ahead and put you on the list, because we don't want any vampires getting at you. We want the vampires to stay. And we're not talking about the vampires.
I don't have a neck. Good thing about having shoulders. I don't have a neck. So, do you see a neck?
And then I was talking to a guy at the VA, and he was talking, and he says, wait a minute, he says, you have a podcast. He says, and there was another guy that I saw that had a podcast, and he was a Marine. And right away I went, oh, it's got to be Brandon. And he starts talking about when you played that little part with King of the Hill.
Yeah.
And
yep.
Do you still have that?
Reginald's got it. He's the one that did it. So I think he's still got it.
Who's got it?
Reggie.
Reggie? The Reggie Randall?
Yep.
Oh, I would try to get a hold of him just to get a copy. But Reggie's had a tough time.
I have it somewhere. He's got it.
Well, that if I think a lot of people that know you and know of your podcasts know of that one when you played it quite a few times. Yep. And it was always it was always a joy to see that one because, you know, and then right, and you know, here's my point. See that, but the whole idea behind what I'm saying is the fact that ever since that point, at that moment, the next week, I went to an antique place with the missus. She has cousins that have booths there and everything. And
Yeah.
we walked in the front door, and guess what was all around these first three tables?
My cousins, the gnomes. We're everywhere, man.
Big ones and little tiny ones and ones that you can go ahead and put in your front yard and put Christmas lights on like they're bigger than the Christmas trees. It was phenomenal. So every time I see that, I always get a kick out of it, and I think that was. And I don't know why they ever.
I love gnomes too. So like when my wife and I are out shopping, like I'll buy something with a gnome. I mean, we love it. So as long as people can see gnomes and think about me and laugh a little bit, then I'm okay with it.
You got it. That's quite an honor if you stop to think about it. And pretty soon they're going to be coming up to you, and they're going to be handing you a magic marker and say, "Can you sign my gnome?"
Not gonna happen.
You're not gonna. Where are you gonna?
I mean,
you're not gonna sign it.
I would. Oh yeah, I'd sign it in a heartbeat. But nobody's gonna do that. I'm not. Nobody.
Oh well, let's see what happens now.
But I would sign it. Yeah.
Once we get this going right now, we'll see if anything.
Well, your first opportunity next year to do it's going to be in New Orleans.
Well, I understand that you're helping out, and that's once again I can't. What's her name again?
That's Jennifer and Chris Talley with
Jennifer Talley
with New Orleans Paranormal putting on the New Orleans Paracon. So
I saw your picture with that. So what are you going to do?
I'm at the bottom of the page. At the bottom. What am I going to do? I'm going to go and sit in everybody else's lecture. Because did you see like the people that are going to be there? You got John. Let's see who you're going to have. Dr. Father Kenneth Torres, who I've never met in person. He's a fellow Marine. I'm super stoked to see him and hear about him. And I got Father Bob Bailey. I can't wait. I want to hear what he has to say. Sam Baltrusis is going to be there. Oh, I know I'm leaving people out. Patty Negri's going to be there. I've never met her, and I've never heard anything that she's had to, say. So curious to hear, hers. And I know I'm missing some people. Letriana Brown is going to be there. And so many people. Go to www.neworleansparacon.com or check it out on Facebook for the entire list of everybody. But I'm all the way at the bottom, so I'll be speaking, I think, twice.
Twice,
I think.
Well,
once on each
day. Well, that date isn't that the end of July?
Yeah.
You see, that's when we do. My whole family, we have our family vacation in northern Wisconsin. My whole entire family, my two sons and my daughter, all their kids, and the whole kit and caboodle will be up there, and that's going to be that week.
Oh, okay.
And it was like son of a gun. Because I really I had told Jennifer that I had her as a guest last year, and she's going to be back on this coming, and it's like I think she's a wonderful person, and I really enjoy her conversation.
Oh,
And
she's
she's
great. She's
she's just
amazing.
and she
I'm
knows
trying to find.
knows all of those other people that are down there too, which is really
Well,
great
yeah,
because if you wanted to go in one direction or the other,
she's going to be the
you
next
can.
paranormal superstar. I'm telling you. Listen to me. She's going to be the next paranormal superstar. Everybody remember Jennifer Talley. I'm trying to find the dates here.
I
Sorry
think
that I'm
she's pretty.
not looking up.
Oh, that's okay. But Bigfoot and the Bunny said, "Greg is a brave man. That's some serious stuff." Ha ha. For the garlic. That's what Chris just said.
I mean, hey, I'll try this. See, July 31st to August 2nd,
Yep.
2026 at the Crown Plaza Hotel in the French Quarter. Tickets are on sale. Get them early because the price is going to go up. And there's some really good prices and really good packages and really good meet and greets. And somehow I'm supposed to be at these meet and greets. Like, I guess I'm going to be like carrying drinks or cleaning tables. I don't know. But they told me that I had to be at these meet and greets too. So probably be your waiter.
You had to be at the meeting. Where?
Yeah. I don't know. Apparently, I'm
Is it going to give you an apron?
I think I'm going to have
If
to
they
wear
give you an apron, you what?
I'm going to have to
Wear a
dress like
what?
a French maid outfit. French.
I don't. Oh boy, I'll
I
tell
think
you.
you should pay for the meet and greets just to see that.
You got that right.
But no, it's going to be amazing, Paracon, and it's going to be uh, more towards education. So it's going to be a very educational, hands-on Paracon. It's going to be great. Come see us.
Yeah, and that's a great area there too. I I missed that first one that Howard Petrie did,
Yep.
and ever since then it's been. And I was at Polk in Louisiana, so I wasn't that far away from there
You don't have to cry just
for a
because we're
while.
talking. I know it's been a
No,
while.
I had something.
Yeah, I know
I know.
something.
I get emotional.
Yeah, I understand.
You
I would
know,
too. I would
we're
too.
emo-
Looking
we're,
beer.
we're emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is just mine's all white. You got some gray left in it, but my head's
Maybe I
white
look
too.
at it, but like my hair, I'm a young man.
Yeah, you
Like, see,
are.
like
You cut off.
Vietnam guy, Iraq, right? Vietnam, Iraq. So it's weird. It's weird. Because I had a guy
Can't
ask me
cut
if I
that
was
with
in
a knife.
Vietnam. He was like, "Dude, were you in Vietnam, sir?" And I'm like, "I will choke you." No, I was not in Vietnam. So yeah,
How old in 1971? How old were you?
I was sperm. I was sperm.
You were sperm. You weren't even
Yeah.
born yet.
Nope. Only I may look rough, but I'm only 44.
You look great.
You were gonna spit your
I
coffee
think
out.
you look. I think. No, you've come. I was worried for you there for a while. And I understand. And the only thing I can tell you is, if you ever need to talk, and you want to talk, you can call. You can just get a hold of me because
Oh,
we are brothers, and
Oh yeah.
I don't care who it happens to be, but you're important people, and
Oh,
that's
thank
the
you.
way I keep it. That
That's the way I like it.
and nothing will ever make the newspapers, and don't worry about the
I
national
know, but
magazines. If I have
I
a
have
pinch,
been I have been on the local news like 3 times. Four times.
oh really?
Yeah.
And it
All
didn't
for good
involve
things.
weapons or nothing, did it?
No, they were all like
All for
nonprofit
good
things that
things.
I
Well,
do
then,
around here. But
well, you did. Why don't you? Yeah, that is really something very interesting that we should talk about, and that's when you had all that hurricane. It was a hurricane, right?
oh, you're talking
That
about
went through by
Colleen?
you,
Yeah. So we
because
I worked with
you disappeared right off the face of the earth.
yeah, because I went up there as soon as we got power. My family was safe. I headed up to North Carolina because my brothers and sisters needed help, and I'm specially trained in search and rescue. I worked with a company called Sheepdog Disaster Response Team. So we went up there and we were cutting people out, and like we found an entire neighborhood that had been trapped for 2 weeks that we cut out and we got them out. So yeah, I mean, I it was rough. It was a nasty, nasty scene, but I figured I'm already crazy, and my best friend up there that lives in the mountains is already crazy. So let these crazy old dudes go mess with the really bad stuff and let the young guys go cut people out, so they don't have to see what we had to look at. And that's kind of how we had tried to do it because it was not pleasant.
No, please.
So the official count on the news was 290 something people dead. Um, that's a bunch of horse shit. I personally know that all of the hospitals around there, their morgues were full and they were bringing in refrigerator trucks and filling them up with people. So there were thousands and thousands of people that died. So, but we live up here in the Appalachian Mountain. We make it happen. We bounce back. But but yeah, so that's why I disappeared. I needed to go. They needed help, and I still was breathing, so I went up there to help them.
That's very you're just awesome in that respect because you don't waste any time. You don't let any dust get on your back if it comes to an emergency, and
No, I've got
you
too
need to
much.
help out.
I have too much training just to sit by and let it rot. So I do what I can.
That's a good that's a good thing though. But there was a uh, in Iraq there was a I can't remember his name, but he was on a podcast, and they were talking about some of these villages that they were inhabiting, where they had spirits inside the buildings. And it was one of those camps where the detention camps where they were
Yep.
holding them. Were you around that at all? Did you ever run into any of that stuff
Let
or
me
not?
just say, maybe.
Okay, okay. So it's
I
probably
I
one of those
understand.
subjects
I
that
understand what you're talking about, sir, without saying anything.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's good.
Hey, Carol.
But that's it just goes to show you, the kind of stuff that you went through. And I know that with the burn pits and all that they had there, It's the same thing as like the orange that we had.
Yeah,
So
they're saying that the burn pits are the new Agent Orange for us. So,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
yeah, my lungs are destroyed. But at the time, I thought I was fighting for something. Anyway, we're not going to get into that because that goes down a
No, we're
rabbit
not.
hole.
We're done with that. I
Yeah,
just wanted to go ahead and because I can
yeah,
remember watching that podcast and I thought, I
it's
wonder
real.
if
I
Brandon
mean,
was around.
like they're talking about the jinn and the spirits that protected these places. They're real. I really wish
Yeah,
I could tell you more, but uh, I have a non-disclosure form that says I
there's no.
cannot.
We can talk in private,
Yeah,
and then you'll have to shoot me, right?
right.
You'll tell me
Well,
so much, and then I'll do.
it's not that serious, Greg. That's a lot of gas to get up there. Like I'd have, and then I'd have to stop halfway, and I'd have to get a hotel, and I already don't have any money, so it's just not you, Greg. You can live another day.
Okay, I
I'm not
appreciate
gonna
it.
get. Yeah, you're welcome. It's just a
I
lot.
one thing that I never wanted to do was be chased by a Marine. I had enough,
Yeah,
and I have some friends up here that are Marines that were doing that same kind of thing in Vietnam. So
yeah, yeah. I love
with the
all
with
Vietnam
the
vets.
crazy people.
Yeah,
Thank God
those crazy
I
bastards.
was out with
Those
helicopters.
crazy Pattaya Beach bastards.
You know
Oh,
about that?
Thailand.
You know about that?
I know about Thailand. I mean, maybe. I
I
know
have
about
to tell you a story when we get off.
I know about old Pattaya.
Not for
I
me.
was no, I was there. Maybe.
You were there?
Yeah.
Were you at the R&R R&R center there?
No, I was out in town.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
were in Sin City then.
Yep.
You see, there wasn't no Sin City when I was there. There was
We
there
got
was
one.
there was like Sin House 1 and 2 or 3,
Right. Well,
but
now
there
there's
wasn't any
the
Sin.
now Mama Sans run a whole block. Like
Yeah.
it's gangster. I mean, so I was
Oh
told.
man, I had no idea you were there because you
I didn't
when we
either. I
get
had no
off,
clue. Yeah.
you're not gonna believe where I was, and that would be the pinnacle of it.
And
And
those
it's
monks that
like
live up in that mountain,
with you, yeah.
I saw one of them float. Like
Guess
for
where
real, 100%. I saw one of them float.
that was the reclining Buddha up there,
Yes. Yep. So where were you?
and
And
I was directly below at the bottom of the mountain in a place that was called Patpong Chalet, which was at the end of the road before the mountain. It was a compound there. It had glass on top of the walls and gate, and it was a gated community. And I lived in a hooch at the end.
hello,
I don't know
Carol.
where the
I
hell
didn't
it
say
is.
hey yet.
It's on the wall probably, but we use Carol on this show too. Not that we do it every week, but this would be a great honor for her to do it on here with you here at the end of the show. We've got a few. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and list them now because we're going to run out of time here, and I don't want to keep Mr. Cooper longer because he gets paid
I
actor
get paid.
actor status. So
No,
he
not
gets
yet.
everything above and beyond.
Look, if
You,
I could make,
how many endorse you what?
if I could make a lot of money doing this, you know how many veterans charities that I would be able to give to? So I'd love to. I'd love to make bank, but unfortunately, you don't make it in this line of work.
Well,
But
the whole thought though I was thinking
I
was
just
just
charge you double.
Carol, it would be an honor for Carol. Checks in the mail.
Oh yeah, I know it
So
is.
it'll only take about 3 months to get from here to your place. The way
That's
it's
about how
running
long it
is
would
these
take for me to
days,
get from here to your place.
and that's that, and I worked for him for how many years? 33.
I mean, if somebody wants to come
After I
on,
got
because
I
I'll be
can't wait
honest,
for you.
I'm not gonna be a guest on many podcasts coming up. Not because I'm snooty, but because I will be co-hosting with Jennifer Talley on Paranormal Radio, which is going to be her show every Sunday. I don't know where you can watch it. I don't know what time it's going to come on, but I know we're going to have guests, and I think it's coming on Sunday. I just show up, I do comedy, and I leave. So follow New
Did she give
Orleans
you a address?
Paranormal Society, and maybe you'll see a show with us. So we're gonna. I
You
want to
get a
put a lot
dressing
of.
room and
I get a whole trailer.
a whole trailer. Is your name on the door to the trailer?
It's on the deed
I
and
would
to the land of my single wide.
say, oh,
That's right. I'm one of them kind of hillbillies. Ooh, single. I got a 2-story mobile home. Yeah.
that's an 8-footer, right?
Oh, 12. 12 all day.
That's what.
You got to cut it. You got to cut the
No,
top of it
why?
off, and then you put it on a flat. Then you cut the house in half. You put it on a flat. So that's 3 flats heading on down the road.
Oh,
Doing a convoy.
jeez.
Come in, snowman. Come
Oh, here
in,
we go.
snowman. Come in.
Roger Wilco over and out.
Right.
But it's one of those nights, I I feel that every time I see you, I feel that you should be asking me questions for some reason, but
Uh,
I think it's from a long time ago.
it can't be because look, I haven't done my own podcast in 30+ years. I mean, I could ask
Has it
questions.
been that long?
Yeah, I think so.
Has it been that long?
It's at least been 3. Oh yeah, because I
Sacred
quit
Mountain.
before my
Sacred.
because I quit before my
Go ahead.
paracon.
Yeah.
No, right? No. I mean, close to it. So yeah, it's been 3 years. It's been a while. Like I wouldn't even know how to run StreamYard anymore.
Well, if you look over there and can you see the comments?
Yep.
Okay, you see they're all YouTube.
I noticed that. Are you not going live somewhere?
So
Because I don't see
what do you
any
mean live
Facebook.
somewhere?
I don't see any comments from
No,
Facebook.
No, there was one or the other night, Wednesday's show. I think I had 3 or 4, but the platforms all changed now.
Oh, see, I don't know.
So and
Hello,
we
YouTube.
are all.
Carol said couldn't find you
That's
live
great that
on.
everybody on Facebook. Yeah, that's because it's not there, Carol. Uh, we're trying to go ahead and get it fine tuned right now, and the way StreamYard has changed everything around, we're only entitled to 2 different platforms. And you can see the difference right here. You have that one square one over here where everything's cut off, and then you have the
Yeah,
big wide one, which makes it better for me and Brandon because then you get to see how how bigger that I am than Brandon is.
that's right. And then if you flip over to the other one where we're this way, and you get to see how sexy my beard is. Like it's perfectly
You
framed
know,
in the up and down one. It's kind of scary. This beard needs its
he's
own zip
he's
code.
he's he's, he's the gnome.
I am the gnome.
That's why he's got the beard.
That's right. I've got the magic
He
beard.
is the gnome.
Nah.
But that's cool. I,
I'm looking forward to the New Orleans
I
Paracon. I've never been to New Orleans.
Either have I.
I had no reason to go, but now I do. So that's
Like I
good.
said, the closest I was Mandeville. We know Mandeville. No, we were. I was north of Mandeville at Polk.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
It was
sounds like
by Ozark, Alabama.
yep, yep.
No, it
There.
was Ozark, Louisiana. No, that's Ozark is Alabama. Polk was, I can't think. It was south of Shreveport
Oh yeah.
by about
You know,
100
there's a
miles.
really good Paracon that happens down in Ozark, Alabama every year. It's called the Deep South Paracomicon. So that's pretty fun. I went down there a couple
That's a
years ago.
beautiful town.
Oh yeah.
How did you like the town?
I mean, I didn't
I've
see
got some
much
stories on that town.
because
They
I
have
just
big
went down.
hotels there and everything though.
We stayed.
No, I was down there during the Stone Age.
Oh yeah, you were yabba dabba doing it. I can't remember. We were probably 10 or 15 minutes outside the city in the hotel. If I remember correctly.
And I think Enterprise was the town that had the round circular center of town. The drive that went around like in Paris and that, where you would
Yep.
drive around and because that was the peanut capital of the world.
You
Enterprise.
learn something new every day.
And
Peanuts.
Dothan, yeah.
Oh, I know Dothan.
So that was all the beginning of my little thing. Next thing I knew, I was on an airplane. I got how many days? 2 weeks of leave, and then I was on an airplane, and
The rest is
and
history.
Lord Almighty knows what was going on. But I really appreciate you being on tonight.
No
Thank you very
worries.
much for being here. I'm glad. I think was I the first one to have you back on?
I
You
think
could
so.
lie.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's like a tradition now.
Yeah, it
So
is. I
down the
like it.
road,
Yep. When I disappear again and then come
that's
back.
pretty cool. No, when I disappear and then I come back, and
Yeah, okay, that's what
then
we
you
need
can
to
have
do.
me on.
I could. We're gonna have you. I'm gonna
So
have you on.
send Anna my love, please,
I will definitely
and
keep us in your thoughts and your
and
prayers. It's
prayers.
still rough going over here, but you know what? I'm just long as we keep smiling, we'll make it through.
And there's the GoFundMe page that he's got on his Facebook page. So you guys can go there if you want to go ahead and help out. And I know it's towards the end of the month. That's the only reason I talked to him before about it, was because I'm going to help out too. I think it's important to take care, especially our friends, all our brothers, because there's not a lot of us left, especially at my size.
Right.
He's still one of the young ones. So,
and I'll just tell you,
Nadine the same.
If it wasn't for the kindness of some veterans, we wouldn't have eaten during this. So, I mean, oh yeah, we got to take care of each other. I just hate asking for anything. I don't like it, but
No. So if we could go ahead and we could get Carol to go ahead and say that little thing she used to say on your show all the time.
Oh yeah, I can't.
We'll go ahead and say
can't close out a show
everybody.
without. You got to remind us, Carol. What do we got to do?
Carol.
You know what? While she's bringing that up, since I'm in the mood, I can always go. Carol always says, "Remember to smile," and remember, it's not about surviving the storm; it's about dancing in the rain.
Thank you very much, Brandon. It's been a pleasure having you on, and I look forward to more times with you here with me. That brought back a lot of memories. Thanks for being here, and just hang on there, and I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm just going to say goodnight to everybody.